Now for some proof, you can see here year to date, I made $2,570. That again is for the first month of 2024. That's a 2.57% return on my money, which is amazing. I aim for 1% and anything better is bonus. So I made a 2.5% return. Now, if we want to actually look at more of my history, we can go into history. We can look at the last 30 days. You can see here $2,600 of money that I've collected. So yes, this is something that I'm actually doing in real life. And I'm going to walk you through what this trade is that made up almost all the profits and how you can do it too, as well as managing risk. So the strategy comes straight from my 2024 trading plan, which is the 112 strategy. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through what this strategy is, how to put it on, how to manage risk, and any downside associated with it. So to put on this trade, we do a 120-day option on either ES, gold, or oil. We're going to put on a put debit spread with a 25 delta long and 23 delta short. We're going to put on 2 short puts to pay for it. We're going to have a take profit of 75% and a stop loss of 4x. And we also have the options of turning these into hedges if we think the market will pull back some. So pulling up a live example here, we go to the expiration that's closest to 120. So right here we have 120. From there, we're going to sell 2 put options at the 7 delta. So right here, 7 delta, sell 2. So if we sell 2 of these options, it shows here that we're going to make a max profit of $2,100, which is great for us. That's a lot of money we get to make. But what we're also going to do is add a put debit spread. So we're going to use some of the money they're giving us. They're giving us $2,100 to put this trade on. We're going to use some of that money to add a put debit spread at the 25, 23 delta level. So this one, 26, is closest to the 25. So I'm going to buy this. I'm going to sell the 23. And this is how I create it. First off, I need to move these down to 1 option each. So we have 1 option each for the put debit spread, and then 2 on the put that we're selling. You can see here I have a buying power of 7,300 with a max profit of 4,000. So I'm putting up 7,000 with the potential of making 4,000. But let's look at the curve. So we can see right here, this is what the trade looks like. At expiration, if the market stays where it's at or drops a bit or goes up forever, I'm going to make $1,680. That's right, $1,600 on $7,000. It's a great return. Now, if the market drops into this level where my put debit spread starts at expiration, I'll make around $4,200. So that's a great return as well. So that shows me how much money I can make if the market drops. Now, my profit that's currently open will change and fluctuate as the market's open, whether the market goes down or up. But this green line shows me what will happen at expiration. So this is an amazing payoff for the money that I'm putting up. Now, if you can't put up that much money, don't worry. Go to /MES futures and you can do it for 1/10 of the price. So you'll only have to put up $730 for the chance to make $417. So same percentage returns, just a different buying power required. So this is what a 112 trade is. Now, how do we manage it for risk? Number one, what we do is we have a 75% profit target. So you can see here my max profit in this little tail is $1,700. So once I get to a 75% profit, so around $1,300, then I will take profit. So this trade, I'm going to make $1,300 as my profit, and my risk, how much am I going to lose? Well, you can see here that it shows green all the way around. So you would think that, wow, you're going to make money even or all the way up until it dropping to 4,100, which is roughly 20% below the current market price. So the market can drop 20% and I'll still make money. That's true at expiration. You can see here this orange line will show you how much money you'll lose in the middle of the trade before expiration. So you can see here you can be down as much as $7,000 for that trade, depending on how it's performing during the market timing or when you're in the trade. So what I like to target is what Tom King does, who is the inventor of the 112 trade. Great trader, great guy. Is you want to have your loss be the max that you could make. So you can see here 4,200 would be my max loss. So once I see an open P&L loss of roughly 4,200, then I will exit this position. This trade has a 98% win rate with my chance to make 1,400, 300 with the chance chance of losing 4,000. So obviously a very good trade. My losses can add up quickly, but I'll show you how to prevent against that. So that is how we structure it from a take profit and stop loss method. Now, how do we deal with buying power? Well, a 1-1-2 trade should only make up 5% of your buying power, 10% max. So what I mean by that is if you're trading one of these trades with a $7,000 buying power, you should have at least $70,000 in your account, right? For a 10%, right? You need to have at least $70,000 to trade properly. Again, if you don't have that much money, trade/MES, and then you'll only need $7,000 in your account to trade these properly. Now, with the number of 1-1-2 trades that you're putting on, like you put on one every single week, you do not want your total buying power to exceed your 50% of your account value. So if you're at $100,000, which is what my account is right now, then I want to use no more than 50% of my buying power. I currently are using $22,000, so I have more money to use, so I have more trades that I can put on. So that's how that looks. So now that we talked about risk and management and different things like that, once we hit that $75 profit, there's a lot of different things we can do. Number one, what we can do is we can just close the whole position and take that $1,300 profit and move on to the next trade. However, if we want some downside protection because we think the market's going to start dropping, there are some hedges that we can turn this into. So number one option is we can just close out these two short puts. Why? Well, because these two short puts is what's taking up all this buying power, the 7,300. If we remove the two puts, our buying power will drop down to about $700, $800. So now we have all this buying power that we can use to apply to another trade. And if we do that, if we get rid of these two puts, we also create a put debit spread hedge, which gives us $2,000 of downside protection after we break this $4,600 level. So once we break below this, then we get this huge protection to the downside, and that's great for if the market's dropping or just to hedge against any other 1-1-2 trades that we have on. Another way to hedge is to simply remove this short put from the put debit spread. So removing this one, if we remove that at 75% profit, now what we do is we turn this into a triangle hedge, which gives us up to $22,000 of downside protection. So this gives us a huge downside protection. It's called a ratio spread, and when we get this downside protection, now we can cover a lot of the losses from 1-1-2s, right? Like let's say the market drops, the 1-1-2 would have a $4,000 loss. Let's say we have a couple of them that lose. Now we have a $12,000 loss on our account. Well, this thing will make $8,000 to $25,000 to $16,000, anywhere in here profit to cover all those losses. So I love to have at least one of these triangle hedges on, again, which is for free because it's paid for by the profit I made from this put. So that is how you handle and manage a 1-1-2 trade. I had about 6 of these trades on this month for January 2024, and so 3 of those trades I took a 50% profit because I wanted to lock in profits to set me up and give me a good cushion for the beginning of 2024. So I built that cushion with 3 trades at a 50% profit, and then I kept these 3 trades on. I'm trying to target that 75% range. Again, was doing better yesterday until Jay Powell and FOMC decided to knock the market down. But whatever, you can see here 21%, 42%, minus 17% total, $471 that I have open in these 3 trades. Again, these are trades that are just going to continue to make money as time goes on, and that is how I traded the first month of 2024. Now, if you want to learn how to completely automate this system, your entries, your exit, your stop losses, your profits, and everything like that, let me show you a quick demo of an option selling software that I just built and I'm starting to beta test with my own account. Hey team and waitlist, I'm super excited to share with you the first ever walkthrough and demo of the option selling auto trader. So for people who want to sell options on stock or futures, like selling puts, selling strangles, 1-1-2s, 1-1-1s, and more, you can now do that in a passive and automated way so that you can sit back, focus on your family, work, whatever it is you need to do, and your portfolio will generate monthly income for you. Let me dive in and show you how easy this is. Step number 1 is connect your broker. Right now we only support Tasty Trade, but we have more coming soon. After you have successfully connected your account, then you're going to select or create a strategy. You can select from a list of proven strategies that work well, like my Strangle strategy, Tom King's 112, Tasty Live selling puts, and Sweet Bobby's Black Swan hedge for downside protection. You can click it and it will preload exactly how they trade it, and you can automate that by replicating them. Or you can create your own strategy. You can sell puts, a 111 strategy, a 112, or selling strangles. These are the ones that we support as of right now. So I'm going to create a 112 strategy. I'm going to follow my rules. So for the put debit spread, this 1-1, I'm going to buy the 25, sell the 23, and the delta will be a 7 delta that I sell. So this is how I structure my 112 trades. I can pick the symbol I'm going to trade on. I'm going to trade on ES. Again, if you have a smaller account, you can do this on MES as well. I have more future symbols coming soon, like so I can support gold and oil and more for people who want to do 101 trades or sell puts on those. I want to enter the trade every single week. I can do daily, weekly, twice a month, or once a month. And I'm going to go weekly on Wednesdays. That's when I like to enter these trades. I like to target a 90 days until expiration, but you can target whatever you'd like. This will help find the closest expiration to this target, plus or minus, whichever one is closest to 90. I need to make my face smaller because I'm in the way. Take profit. So I like to target a 75% profit target, and I like to have a stop loss of 400%. Now for the 112 trades only, because they're so versatile and you can convert them into hedges, the 112 trade when selected has this bonus option of turn into a hedge. So you can select if you want to turn this into a hedge or not, or just close as is. You can just close it at a 75% profit, closing the whole trade, or you can keep on the PDS hedge, or you can create the triangle hedge or the fat bastard hedge, which is a huge put credit spread hedge. Regardless of what you want to do, if you want to turn the 112 trade into a hedge, it will do this for you automatically. So I'm just going to say that by default, the PDS hedge. Then I need to set up some safeguards on my account. Number one is buying power. I don't want to exceed a certain amount of money in one single strategy. So for 112s, you should never exceed 50% of your buying power. So I have $100,000 in my account, so I shouldn't exceed $50,000. So that's when it's going to be my buying power. This automation cannot use more than $50,000 of buying power. Next is enable market crash safeguard. So I've created a system that predicts when the market will crash. And again, it's done that in 2016, 2018, 2020, and an early warning in 2023 before that downtrend. And so if you would like to get out of your positions or not put on any new ones when a crash is likely, this will do that for you. You can also put in the max money you want to lose and your max trade size, how many trades you want to open at a time. You enable those safeguards. It shows you what's going on, your buying power requirements, and everything like that here. You can either turn the auto trader on now, or you can save the auto trader. For now, I'm just going to save it. Now we can see here how I have my auto trader. I'm just going to rename it so I kind of know more what's going on. It's a 90 DTE 112 trade, and I'm taking profit at 75%. And this is how I know what I'm doing with the trade. Next, let's take a look at this actual trade. So right now it's not turned on, but I can turn it on by clicking on turn on auto trader, which now means my automations are going to run and check and set alerts and enter trades as you want. Again, there's always a kill switch here with every automation. If you want to turn off an automation because you don't like the way it's performing, or you just want to get out of it, or you don't want any new trades to enter, click on kill switch and that will turn off that automation from entering any new trades. Now for now, I would like to enter a trade right now. I don't want to wait on the automation to run, so I'm just click on enter a trade right now. Clicking that, it says right here, your order is now sitting in the queue and should be sent to the market in the next couple of minutes. So again, I'm going to pull up my broker here and we're going to take a look at it happening. And just like that, it's entered and got the best fills for this 112 position automatically, just like that. As you can see here, I have the 112 trade open and available. So now I have this trade active. If I want to go to the Analyze tab, I can check this out. Just like that, here is my 112 trade. I have a max profit of $1,300, a little bear trap of $2,600, and it's structured for me automatically just like that. And the stop loss is even being handled too. And refreshing my dashboard page here, you can see the 112 trade that has now been placed. You can see here that it is filled, all the details about it, and so much more all listed here. Refreshing my page, you can see the trade has been updated here with the expiration date, with the trade legs, with the mark, the trade price, the open, everything here for me. I can close the trade right now if I want to by clicking here, but this is how the automation works. It will now monitor closing positions and everything like that. You can now see here in the notifications that it's told me that I created an auto trader. I turned an automation on, an automated trade was placed, and an automated trade was filled. It tells you success or failure, everything that is happening with your account so that you are up to date. Not only that, it sends you an email. You can see here I created the auto trader, I turned on the automation, placed and filled, so that you stay up to date with your account. You know exactly what is going on. If for any reason you want to end it, just click on kill switch and you will stop that automation. Anyways, guys, I'm so excited for this. It's going to change the way that option sellers use futures, use stocks, and trade, because it's now going to take no time at all. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and please comment down below to share your interests. But this is now open for testing for my account so that I can make it better, work out all the tweaks, and make sure it's perfect before I open it up to 10 beta users. So if you are interested in being a beta user, please let me know in the comments down below.